This is one of Florida's most luxurious resorts. Here's where the wealthy flock like migratory birds to spend their winters. And that's not all they spend either. So unless your bank account runs into six figures, better not apply for accommodations.
I know one sure way of getting there.
Really, lady? How?
Draw a bead on one of those wealthy birds and marry him. Oh, boy, am I tired.
Mother told me there'd be days like this.
I've been standing on my feet since 10 o'clock this morning. Hey, what's for dinner, Mike?
Ooh, I'll look in the refrigerator.
Looks good.
Put on your glasses, honey. Besides the champagne, our menu tonight will feature cold cream and casserole and hearts of orchids in season.
Well, isn't there anything to eat around here?
No. And we're flat broke, too. You know, Local, when the three of us figured out a budget so we could afford this penthouse, I'm afraid we left out a few items.
What?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eureka!
Mike, you said that Greta and me wouldn't have to worry about things like food.
I know.
You said at a show place like this, we'd be meeting scads of men with millions in the bank.
Right now, I'd settle for a guy with a hot dog stand on the corner. All I hope is that Greta's Palm Beach vacation is getting better results than we are up here.
Yeah. Maybe some sweet old millionaire is taking her to dinner right now.
I sure hope so. After all, it took our last 3 weeks' salary to get her down there.
Hello? Oh, hello, Dick. Fine. I'll be ready about 8. Bye.
Well, that takes care of your dinner.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'll order a big steak and tell the waiter to put half in a box for my dog. Ruff, ruff.
There you are, miss. Well done.
Say, Ricky.
Yes, sir?
I ordered my steak rare, and this one is well done.
Oh, no, Mr. Baldwin, that's rare. Just like you ordered. See, the little sign says rare.
I don't care if the little sign says keep off the grass. This is a well-done steak.
But, Mr. Baldwin... Coming, right away. Excuse me, Mr. Baldwin, we're short-handed tonight. I'll be back.
Waiter. Pardon me. If you have the well-done steak, it's mine. This one's very rare. I think they got the orders switched.
Well, we'll fix that. Hey, buddy, would you mind passing this to the lady? Wow. I never did know a dame who knew how to eat a steak. You salted this one to death.
Well, it was so rare, somebody had to kill it. Besides, you drowned mine in steak sauce.
Hey, you know what? You got my baked potato.
And you've got my French fries.
Don't tilt your plates, please. I'm getting your gravy on my ice cream.
Sorry.
Wait a minute, I think you took away my broccoli, too.
You took away my string beans.
You're both taking away my appetite.
Say, look, these steaks are ruined. I'll pay for these, and I'll take you to a place right outside of Palm Beach where they really serve a dinner.
Well, I don't know.
Go, please. You'll love it.
Look, filet mignon. I told him I had a French poodle who just loves filet mignon.
Well, it's too bad you didn't tell him I was a Saint Bernard. Then we could have gotten some brandy, too.
Gee, I never thought of that.
Telegram.
Thanks. From Greta. Hey, listen to this. Am in love. Have found the man of our dreams. Rude, crude, egotistical, but loaded.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
You know, I only wish we were down there with her so we could give her some advice on how to get this guy in tow and... Uh-oh, listen to the rest. Desperately need at least $200 to stay here long enough to land him, Greta.
$200? But we haven't got any money at all. Couldn't we just send her $200 worth of advice?
No, she needs the money, and we've got to get it to her somehow. You remember our agreement. If one of us finds a guy with the necessary loot, the others have to pitch in and help her get her man.
Maybe if Greta could wait till our next week's salaries come in. I owe all mine to a couple of my girlfriends, but as soon as I pay them, my credit's good, and I can borrow it right back again.
Even that's no good. We have to use it all to pay for the rent.
You know something? Sometimes I think all we've got here is a great big white elephant.
Yeah, but when you're hunting big game like we are, an elephant can come in mighty handy.
I suppose you're right. But I still wish we weren't saddled with it. Like tonight when I met these 3 musicians who were looking for a place to rent. I felt like telling them, take ours.
What musicians?
Oh, 3 nice fellows who've got a combo down at this nightclub. The poor guys work there all night, and where they are now, it's so noisy they can't get a decent day's sleep.
They work all night. We work all day. Why, it would be perfect.
What would?
If we'd sublet this place to them for $200.
Mike, how did you get so brainy?
Hunger sharpens the wits. Come in, gentlemen. Come in. Make yourselves at home. Well, the place is yours, at least until sundown.
I still say this is an awful fancy joint for 3 slobs like us.
Oh, but you'll love the place. Wait till you try sunbathing on the terrace.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
I don't know if this is gonna work. We gotta rehearse here and everything. It's murder when you mix babes and business.
Well, you won't even see us. We'll be gone in the morning before you get here and home in the evening after you've left.
Yeah.
Come on, Lenny. Unpack your stuff. Don't be so downbeat. This place is real cool. And besides, we're doing the little girls a favor. What do you think of this deal, Frank?
Who cares? As long as it's got a decent place for me to sack out, that's all I'm worried about. Man, I'm really... I knew there was something I forgot.
What?
My bass fiddle.
I still can't get over those bird brains on my board. This is the 4th time they've called me back in the middle of a vacation. Greta, baby, I sure appreciate you coming back with me. You know, you're so pretty, I can't keep my eyes off of you.
Well, Vince, if you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, Who's looking at the road?
You think I drive too fast, huh? Just like Barbara used...
Who's Barbara?
Oh, just a dame. Let's forget her.
No, I'm interested. Who was she?
Well, I'll tell you. A little while ago, I was all set to marry her. Then one day, I caught her running around with an old boyfriend of hers. Psst. That finished the romance for me.
But, Vince, weren't you being overly suspicious?
Listen, I'm no dope. The way I figured it, I was chasing her all through the evening, and she was chasing him all through the day.
Well, here's something you didn't know. A cop's been chasing you all through Pennsylvania. Thanks, Vince. Just leave them there for now.
Hey, it's a pretty nice layout you got here.
Thanks.
It's pretty expensive.
Well, we manage. That is, my roommates and I. Two very sweet, wholesome girls.
Well, I'm glad to know that. You know what they say? You can tell a girl by the company she keeps.
Yes. I guess we're sort of proper and old-fashioned in our ideas about...
What's the matter?
Well, a spark fell on the rug. I was just stamping it out.
But you're not smoking.
I was just lighting up.
Hey, you certainly got a nice set of prints here. You know, I'm a great fan of your Trillos myself.
Oh, yes, Utrillo. My roommate, Mike, is crazy about his paintings. She especially likes this... Oops.
Who did you say this was?
Oh, you know, Maurice Oops, the modern.
That's a Van Gogh. Who's Maurice Oops? I never heard of him.
Well, I may have gotten the name wrong. Say, why don't we go out on the terrace? It's much cooler out there. We have a lovely view here. My girlfriends and I enjoy this spot so much. Whenever we want to relax, we just stretch out on one of these... Oh, my goodness, look.
Where?
There.
Well, what am I supposed to look at? All I see over there is Brooklyn.
Well, yes. Isn't it lovely in this light?
Brooklyn?
Vince, I have a terrible headache. Would you mind very much?
Oh, sure, honey. I'm sorry, doll. You're tired from the long trip. I'll leave you alone so you can rest up.
I think I could use it.
I should have realized you'd be all worn out. Here, I'll lug in these suitcases for you.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Oh, but they're heavy. Let me handle them.
Well, all right, just put them in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, on second thought, just leave them where they are. Bye, Vince.
Bye, honey.
Who are you?
Here's a headache powder, honey. Drink up. It'll make you feel better.
Say, did you see this note the fellows left for us?
What note?
It was taped to the medicine chest mirror. Dear girls, if you find a pair of brown pants with suspenders, please send them right down to the club. Signed, Desperate.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot. I hid them in the cypress bush.
Gee, I wish you hadn't done that on Tuesday. That's my day to water the cypress bush.
They'll sure need a pressing now.
I'll say so. Oh, look, girls, Greta's got a problem. Here we've got 3 men living in the apartment, and she's got a boyfriend who's jealous, overly suspicious, and inclined to be narrow-minded.
Now, wait, Mike. He does have his good points, too.
Oh, yes. These personality flaws are offset by certain lovable qualities that can be summed up in 2 words. He's filthy rich.
But that's 3 words.
No matter how you slice it, the trio has got to go.
Well, they're such nice fellas, I sure hate to do it to them. Besides, I had to spend all of that $200. How can we ask them to leave now?
We don't, just the reverse.
They ask us to leave?
No, the trick is to make them want to leave by themselves. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll lay off from work tonight.
Oh, man, I don't want to do that again. 21 flights of stairs.
Just our luck. We rent a penthouse, next day elevator breaks down.
Just be glad you fellas don't play the bass fiddle, that's all.
This happens again. We got money back, we move out.
Now, don't flip your wig, Lenny. We can't do this to these girls. They're nice chicks, and they must have needed the dough real bad, or they wouldn't have rented to us.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, look what we've got here.
Oh, my goodness, I'll bet you had to walk up all those stairs. The darn elevator breaks down like that 2-3 times a week.
2 or 3 times a week? I'm gonna take up the piccolo.
How you doing home now?
Oh, we're all here. Today's our cleaning day.
Oh, you boys go right ahead and do whatever you want to. Don't mind us. Just pretend like we're not here.
Then I think I'll go take a shower.
I think I'm gonna go hit the sack. I'm dragging.
You gonna do this often?
Oh, no, it's too hard. Just a couple of times a week at the most.
What is this?
Wash day, you know. This is the only place we have to hang them.
This is the last straw. We're blowing this joint
You mean you're moving?
in double time.
Don't be a square, Lenny. You can't do that to these kids when they're broke. Can't you see it isn't right?
Leave him alone. He knows his own mind.
You know something? I got a hunch they're trying to get us out of here.
Look, this has gone far enough. Now let's tell them the truth.
You're right. Ceasefire, Loco. We've got some explaining to do. Everybody inside.
Hey, this is service for you.
Well, you fellas have been so understanding, you deserve it.
Besides, they're your beers.
And we want you to know that we're going to pay back every penny of that $200 as soon as we can.
Well, listen, we trust you girls, don't we, Lenny?
Say, do you think I can get into the bedroom yet?
You know, Frank's still in there. He's packing his things. We'll be out in a minute, and then we'll cut out.
You know, in a funny way, we're gonna miss you three.
Who is it?
It's me, Vince.
Well, I'm all packed and ready to... Here we go again!
It's me, Vince. What's taking you so long?
Vince, dear, what a nice surprise.
Yeah. What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was just cleaning up. I'm awfully glad you found time to get away.
Well, I only got a minute. I have another meeting to go to. I just thought I'd take the time to come up to see how you are.
Oh, these are the girls I was telling you about, my 2 roommates, Mike and Loco.
Hi.
Well, what about your other friend?
What friend?
Didn't I hear a man's voice in here?
Oh, there's no man in here.
No? Then, whose game of cards did I interrupt?
Oh, ours. We're sort of card fiends, you know. Come on, Loco, let's finish the hand. I did 3 hearts.
I got a full house.
3 hearts and a full house. And with a pinochle deck yet.
Oh, well, that must be why nobody's been winning.
See, we're just learning the game.
Learning the game, huh?
Oh, now, wait a minute, Vince. Oh, what do you mean by coming here and sniffing around our apartment?
Listen, baby, no dame is going to make a sucker out of me anymore. All right, buddy. You can come out now.
Well, I hope you're satisfied. I think you owe me an apology.
I'm sorry, Greta. I guess I had things all wrong. You see, my experience with Barbara really shook me bad. I guess I haven't gotten over it. I guess that's why I do these things.
Oh, well, that's all right, Vince. I forgive you. But hadn't you better get back to your meeting?
Yeah, I guess I better. Well, girls, it was awfully nice meeting you, and I'm terribly sorry. Well, Greta, I'll call you again soon, and we'll... I wasn't wearing a hat when I came in here.
Oh, yes, you were, and very becoming it was, too.
I was right.
Right about what?
There is a man in here someplace. Maybe even more than one.
But Vince, wait.
They've gotten together and formed a trio.
Three musicians.
And a saxophone player, too. That's what Barbara's boyfriend was, a saxophone player.
I've had enough of Barbara, her boyfriend, and you.
What?
I'm sick of your suspicions. These happen to be three very nice fellows who were subletting the apartment in the daytime only. Of course, I couldn't tell you that. You're such a jealous idiot. Now, I don't care whether you believe it or not.
What a performance. You tell him, honey.
Listen, any girl that I'm gonna marry...
Thank goodness that won't be me.
I'm willing.
I just can't see myself married to a man who distrusts every move I make.
Okay, if that's the way you want it, goodbye.
You know, $2 million just walked right out of our lives. And I'm glad.
Well, I just had to do it. But there go our big dreams of wealth and luxury.
Yeah, champagne and caviar.
Anyone for bridge, Knuckle?
You know, I was just thinking about Vince. He wasn't such a bad guy, just a little mixed up.
Yeah. He was sort of cute looking, too.
Well, girls, we may as well forget him. He's gone, and there's no use crying over spilt millions.
Who is it?
It's me, Vince.
It's Vince. Come in.
Greta, I've done an awful lot of thinking about what you told me the other day, and I've come to the conclusion that you were absolutely right.
Oh, you mean you're not mad anymore?
Certainly not. I'm grateful.
Well, then everything's right back the way it was. Local, this calls for a celebration. Let's open that bottle of champagne we've been saving.
Ooh, that's a darling idea.
Vince, you come right over here and sit down. Right there.
Greta, I want you to know that I'm reformed. And I got you to thank for changing my whole outlook on life. I'll never be a jealous jerk again.
Oh, Vince, you don't have
No, I mean it. I've made a vow.
Here it is.
Oh.
This calls for a toast.
to the new Vince.
Yes, sir? Things are going to be different for me now. Especially since I made up with Barbara. And after Barbara and I are married tomorrow, I want all of you there for the reception. the matter? Am I drinking too much?
No, but we can't afford to waste our ammunition.